guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. This was a requested video some time ago about going through the different kinds of annual passes that you can actually get for Disney World. Disclaimer, most of these are for Florida residents, but obviously there are some that non-residents can have as well. But a lot of people don't really know what the offerings are, and even a lot of residents might not know, especially if you're a new resident. So I really wanted to break down all of the different options just so people could understand what does Disney actually offer in terms of annual passes. And it's actually really interesting how different that they are. So the first several I'm gonna go through are Florida resident passes. The first one is called the Water Parks After 2 Pass. So that is an annual pass to both water parks after 2 p.m., which is kind of neat if you're somebody who just wants to enjoy them at the end of the day. Sounds like a great deal to me. There's a water parks annual pass that lets you go to both water parks any time of the year, before 2 o'clock, after 2 o'clock, I don't know how you feel on that day. Also a Florida resident pass. There is what I think is one of the coolest passes that Disney offers, which is the Epcot After 4 annual pass. Makes me wish I lived in Florida because I would totally get this one. It is an annual pass for Epcot admission only after 4 p.m. So basically you wanna go grab dinner, you wanna get a drink, you wanna go catch Illuminations and not be paying for an annual pass that's, you know, gonna cost way more. This is what you get. You get a complimentary Magic Band, you get complimentary parking. So same as if you had a regular annual pass, but this is all specific to Epcot. And if I lived in Florida, I'd be all over this because I would love to spend my evenings in Epcot eating in World Showcase, just enjoying the atmosphere and all of that. The next one, Florida Resident Pass, is called the Disney Weekday Select Pass. It is kind of what it sounds like. You can only go to the parks Monday through Friday. There are blackout dates, so it's not all 365 days of the year. For example, what I've seen from this year is it's usually like the New Year's time, the first couple of days of January, around Easter, spring break, a big chunk of the summer, and then of course the holiday season. So it's gotta be something that really makes sense in terms of your schedule and when you can go and not minding these blackout dates. But park hopping is included. You get your Magic Band, you get your parking. It's just that you're restricted to Monday through Friday. Then there's this other one that's a little tricky. It's called the Theme Park Select Pass. So here's how it goes. 325 days of the year, you get access to at least one park. So they'll say like, you have access to Magic Kingdom this day. You have access to Hollywood Studios this day. And then 175 of those days, you have access to all 4 parks. So it's basically a way to get a reduced rate on an annual pass, but not totally having the flexibility of always going to the park that you want to go to. It's really interesting how they do all these different passes for Florida residents, and it kind of makes sense because I guess the more that you go, the less you feel like you need access to everything all the time, and I would definitely do the same and save a buck or two on some of these. Then there are 2 other passes called the Silver and the Gold Pass. The Silver Pass is basically a general annual pass, has a lot of blackout days though, but gets you into all 4 theme parks all year round, save for those blackout days. There is also the Gold Pass, which is open to Florida residents and DVC members. And the Gold Pass is different in that there's 1, less blackout days all year round, and 2, you get all of your photo downloads. So you're essentially getting all Photo Pass downloads for free with this pass. So it's kind of what you're paying for. You're paying for that and less blackout days. This is, like I said, something DVC can also get as well. It is substantially lower than the big Platinum annual pass by like over $200. So I feel like it's actually a really smart choice for a lot of people who can do it, who are able to do it. And then lastly, the only annual pass that a non-resident, non-DVC member can get, but anyone can get this, even Florida residents if they wanted to, is the Platinum Pass. There are actually 2 versions of this one. There's one that's just 365 days, no blackouts, all parks, park hopping, parking is paid for with Photo Pass, all the good stuff, basically. And then there's the Platinum Plus, which also includes water parks. So That is the big kahuna, the most expensive, the one that gets you everything, doesn't black you out of anything. It's the most flexible, I would say, of all the annual passes, and is the only one I can get. So that was the one that I had for the past couple of years. It's actually really smart because it kind of forces out-of-staters and non-DVC members to have to pay this higher price if we want to have those annual pass perks. But it's really interesting to see that there's so many different annual passes for residents. I think that's super, super neat. And I find it highly, highly interesting as someone who's not from there. Anyway, I would love to know in the comments below, are you an annual pass holder? Do you hold any of these passes? Are you a resident who uses Let Epcot After 401? Because it sounds so cool. I want to hear more. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe. I make videos every single week. Going to Disney soon. I've been saying that in all my videos, but I'm going to keep saying it so you all know. It's happening April 28th. It's May 2nd. I'll be down there. I'll be live streaming. I'll be doing more content. Like, it's gonna be good. So like, now's the time to subscribe. If you've been like watching my videos but you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of the day. Bye.